Okay, now we are back. We will now be discussing FI, MM and ST integration. And before going that, we need to first understand the journal entries that are passed during this MM, FI, ST integration. So FI side, we are now only taking the example of trading goods. Well, in practical scenario, we will have raw materials and finished goods, but we are only considering trading goods, but we'll talk about those other two goods in a later video. In this, at the time of MIGO, so the entry will be stock account data to GRIR clearing account, and at the time of MIRO, the account is GRIR clearing account data to vendor account. And we are taking MB1C, which is a special case. We are directly taking entry like this stock account data to COGS. With this, stock will come in. Once stock comes in, then we will deliver it to the customer after, of course, creating the sales order. And at the time of delivery, PGI can also be called as delivery. The entry is COGS account data to stock account, and at the time of invoice, the entry is customer account data to sales revenue. And at the time of clearing, that is F-28, the entry will be, since we will receive in cash account data to customer. With this, complete MM to FI and the ST flow is set to be completed. So that is for trading goods. As I said, for other materials such as raw material and finished goods, it involves production process. So we will talk about it in a separate video. And here, I'm just summarizing here because these are the GL accounts that we'll be requiring. So I'm summarizing it here. What are the GL requests? Trade receivable. Why do we need trade receivable? This is a recon account, and this is needed for customer creation, and the stock account, this is needed. We have seen this entry here, stock, and then we have COGS account, and we have GRIR clearing account, we've mentioned it earlier, and then finally we have sales revenue account. And in some cases, sales revenue can be replaced with deferred revenue and unbilled year. This also requires further explanation, which I'll explain in detail in any of future videos. So, to summarize, we need these many accounts. How many accounts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So these 7 accounts are needed. So we'll go ahead with the FS00 and create these accounts ready. Okay. So let's go to FS00. Okay, here we are. I think this is stuck. We'll have to log in again. Okay, I'm going to log in. Yeah, go to FS00 just to see. This is not our company code. Our company code is RA3. We have created 2 GL so far. So one expense account and one cash account. Now we will be creating other GL accounts as well. So please click on this create button. Now, yeah, of course, we would need to know the document number ranges. So we'll go to OBD4 to see is the number ranges available. OBD4. What is our chart of account? RAR3. Go to RAR3. Now, what are the GL accounts? We'll see. So We'll go in order. First one is trade receivables. So this is a asset account. So since it is an asset account, it won't come under expense, income, liability. So none of this will come. So this will be, we will take number range as number 2. Let us go ahead with number 2. 2. Okay, I think this is again area 8. Yeah. So this is 3, 2. What is this account? This comes under asset. This is balance sheet account. This is what is trade receivable. Take this one. Trade receivable. Go to control data. In control data, we don't need to maintain all these things. Just line item display. Sort key 001. State bank address, field status group. This is a recon account, so you have to maintain that as well. I think it is 67. Let me check. Yeah, it is reconciliation accounts 67. Yeah, since it is reconciliation account, you have to come back here. You have to maintain this one as customer. This is very much important. So now that this is created, we'll save. This account is created. This one is done. Now we'll create stock. We can directly go ahead with customer as well. Otherwise we'll remember and then create this customer later. Let us go ahead with stock account. Stock, where will that come? It will again come in assets only. So we'll use number 3. So this as well as asset, balance sheet, stock account. We'll see if we have anything related to stock. Otherwise, you can just take posting date, should be fine. This is stock account. So it has to be materials. Especially, this is stock. We don't post anything manually. So always ensure that it is clicked. Post automatically only. We'll just check. Everything is fine. This is one warning message only. Saved. Again. Sorry, excuse me. GRIR clearing account. This is clearing account. Please create this one as well. This as well, we create it as an asset. Should be fine because the amount will knock off anyway. Now we'll take 4. So this as well, asset, balance sheet, CRIR clearing account, CRIR clearing account. For this, you have to click Open Item Management. I'll let you know why. 001. Field status group. This is as well. Yeah, this there will be separate thing for this. Assets clearing. Goods clearing account will be something like that. Yeah, here it is. No. Yeah, here it is. GRIR receive clearing account. So use this one, and I can post automatically only. We want to post anything to this manually. Save this. COGS account. COGS is as well. Let me see. Yeah, that is as well. Balance sheet. COGS. COGS. And display. So one. We'll take this as material. This as well post automatically only. Now we have come up until here. Now these accounts has to maintain sales revenue account. Sales revenue, we need to know, since it is income, we need to first know the range for this. For incomes, it is 3 lakhs. So we'll create it accordingly. 3 lakhs. So it is income. Please take it under income. This is P&L account. So this is sales revenue. Here you have to take revenue accounts. Saved. Now we have to create these 2 accounts as well. Deferred revenue and unbilled AR. Deferred revenue is a liability account, whereas unbilled AR is an asset account. So asset and liability, we'll see. So for asset it is 1. So unbilled AR will be creating now unbilled AR. So what we have to do, we'll see what range do we have. We have up until we can copy this. That will make our life easy. So we copied it. We'll just be making changes to whatever we've already maintained for COGS account. Now what we have maintained. So this is asset account. Now we have to just change this here. What is this account? This is unbilled AR account. So please change that accordingly. This is unbilled AR. That's it, right? Everything is correct. This is as well correct. This is as well correct. Until here, you have to do this here. Yeah. Then this shouldn't be there. Whereas this is revenue account. Then this is a revenue account right here. Save this. And then we have the other thing that will come under liabilities. So what is, we haven't created anything. This is coming under 1 lakh series. So one lakh. Liabilities in the balance sheet. So this is deferred revenue. Control data. Can maintain button. Create bank interest. Here we go. This one. That's it. Save. So now what we've done, we've just created these CL accounts because as you know that these accounts will be required for these entries. But it's also important that we don't enter these accounts, these general entries. So our system automatically triggers on its own. For that, we need to make some settings, and those are called FIMM integration settings. And these are maintained at OBYC for MM and VKOA for ST. We'll see those things as well in a couple of minutes. So now what we have done, we have just created these accounts. We will now see, we have already done configuration for complete FI, MM and ST as well, but there are a few steps still left out for ST and MM as well. We'll be doing it as and when necessary. So now what we will do, we'll go ahead with creating a material master, and once material master is created, we'll then create a customer. We'll then try to create a sales order, and at the same time we'll maintain MM integration steps and ST integration steps as well. So let's go. For that, yeah, we need this document. This document, as the name suggests, it talks about MM integration complete steps. So for MM integration step, the required prerequisites are plant. We created a plant. Storage location, we've done. Distribution channel, done. Shipping point, done. Division, purchase organization, sales organization, distribution channel. So everything is done. Well, we need to maintain this as well. So attributes of material types, we will maintain this one. So as I've already mentioned, in MM we come across these things: raw material, finished goods and trading goods. For our example, we are taking only trading goods here in the present scenario. So what we have to do, we will first be going to OMS2 settings before creating a material master. We'll go ahead. OMS2. Yeah, so this is where settings are maintained. Now we have to give our material type. For trading goods, The material type is HAVA, HAVA. So here it comes. You please select this one and then click on this quantity value updation. Once you click on this one, our valuation area should come. Valuation area means plant. Give RAR 8. So these are already clicked. So no need to maintain anything. If at all if these are not thing, then we have to maintain. Yeah. So once you come to RAR 8, you have to ensure that quantity updating is check marked, and then value update is as well check marked. Why? I'll explain it to you. Yeah. So where quantity update and value update. Quantity means how many goods are there, and then value update. So what is the value of 8 quantity? Well, I'll just give you. I have one material already created for my company called RAR8. This is just for you for reference that I've created. I'll just show it to you. Now you go, please go to MMO3 where I've created one material already. I'll just show it to you. Yeah, this is the material that I've created. In here, you have to go to accounting view. Once you come here, you please give plant as RAR8. So this is actually stopping. I can show you. Yeah, I think we will have to first go there to do those settings. Shouldn't to be coming here. Well, I'll go to that. Yeah. So we will maintain. I'll come to this point quickly back. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have deleted the plants in the initial when
No, it is, yeah, it is nowhere related to that. I'll let you know. I wanted to show it to you, but it is stopping me from moving ahead. I'll let you know. Yeah, no issues. So I will keep that setting there only. We'll be taking another screen. We'll go to other area as well. If we can maintain that one, then this shouldn't come. So for MMSY. OMSY. Okay. Okay, then we'll do from here only. It is asking not, it is telling that this company code is fully not maintained. So we'll finish this off and then go accordingly. So now what is it saying? The company code doesn't exist or has not fully been maintained. So we are actually trying to do this in a different company code, whereas this is coming. We have to clear this. So this usually comes when at the time of creating a raw material for this company code, but since it is coming here, we'll have to first resolve this issue. Whenever this comes, you have to click on this here. Once you click here, this will be, these are the reasons why we are getting that reason. So what is the first one? The company code is not maintained, means doesn't exist, but that is not true. We have maintained the company code and we have entered the global parameters as well. Maintain company code for material method. This is actually what we haven't done. Since we haven't done this one, this error is coming. Now let us go and maintain this. So you have to come here, this data is locked. Who is okay? This is locked by someone else. We had to, what do we have to? We had to go to SM12. We have to delete that one. Here. So this is where we had to give our own company code, which is RAR3. This actually is needed for making a company code ready for material management. So we had to give financial year, which is 2020. This is P means period. We have to give current period, which is 9. You enter. It will take previous month as well. You please click on this one as well and save this. With this, that error shouldn't come. This is the only setting that you have to maintain. Now, see if this is good. You have to come completely out of it. Again, try MM02, sorry, MM03. You have to give the material, it won't come now. RAR8. Yeah, so it's not coming. Now I am talking about this one. Hope you haven't forgotten. So yeah, this one we have gone ahead with this step, right? What is MMS2? Yeah, here we are. We have come here. We have taken first Java, and then we have taken our validation area RAR8, and then we have clicked these two. Why did we do that? Because when we do this, system automatically updates quantity and value as well. So if you come here, this is what I've created as a reference. Now, this is a material. Here we have stock 8. We have 8 as stock quantity, and each one is 100 rupees. So we have value update. If we don't maintain these two, then this wouldn't come. Means how much stock is there and what is the value, you wouldn't be able to see. And so in order to give this flexibility, we always go here and maintain these two settings. This is very much important. If you maintain, then it would be easy for you to come up with these things. Otherwise, there is one more transaction code as well. Whenever you want to check the available stock, you will then have to go to MMBE transaction code. Once you come here, this is material, and then you have to give your plant number here. Once you give plant and then execute, you will then see the quantity. How much quantity is available? That is what is mentioned here. See, we have 8 quantity that is available. There is one more transaction code as well. Yeah. The one more transaction code is M5B5. Okay. MMB5. Okay, I'll explain you that at a later stage. I think I have forgotten that one. No start even mentioned anywhere here. M5, P5. Okay, so but here my point is to explain you the reason why we are maintaining this. Whenever we maintain this, when we go to MM03, there you can clearly see what is the amount of the stock that we have and what is the quantity of the stock that we have. These two things will be clearly seen, and so we maintain these settings. Now that that is done, now you can directly go ahead with creating a material. We'll go to whenever we need to create a material, we go to MM01 transaction code. Please go to this transaction code and then give any material. Take mechanical engineering, and then we have to take trading goods here. This is the one. So once you come here, these two are important, and these are the views that we maintain. So these are very much important. This one, other things are not needed to maintain. And then accounting. So you have to give plant. Our plant is RAR8, and then our storage location RAR3, and then our sales organization RAR3, and the distribution channel RX. Enter. So you have to give any number. You can give any material. Let us give Ganesh idol. Each normal will maintain whatever is needed. Actually, here we should maintain 1 and 1. Then we'll come here, basic data 2. We'll see if we have to maintain, which is not needed. Let us go to the next one. Sales arc 1. Here, we'll see if there is any important field that we have to maintain. Otherwise, we'll go to next tab. RX. This is our division. We are not taking any tax, so please maintain this as 0. This one is very much important. Based on this only, we'll go for integration. So if you see this one, there are various account estimates, trading goods, services, finished goods, these things. So we'll take trading goods since it is trading good. Please take this one as trading goods. Go ahead. Here as well, there is nothing much needed to be maintained. Nothing much. Valuation class. This is very much important. Whatever GL account that we maintain is always based on its valuation class. So for trading goods, it's always 3100. Please do remember that. It will come. I'll explain about it in detail in the next couple of minutes. So this is done. Now, whenever we try to save a task for material, we have to maintain a moving average price. So just have to maintain moving average price. You just have to click on this one, save. It will save. Now what have we done? It is asking for these fields. Please maintain this one. These are mandatory fields. Availability check. We'll see what we have in it. Yeah, please. Yeah, take this one, not a problem. Yeah, try to save. Let's see if we have still any errors. Hopefully we don't. Yeah, it is saving. Correct. So this raw material is created. Please save this number. This is needed. Material. Material is this one. Yeah. So what have we done? We have created a material. Now we'll create a customer in the same way. For creation of customer, we go to transaction code VXT01. Take this one, sales organization RAR3, RX, RX. Take this as a company, give any name. Yeah, let us take Ravi only. So this is RAR3. Let us give search name as RAR3, so that whenever we want to check the customers for RAR3, we can do that. Give any address, because sometimes address is needed. If we don't maintain address for this, sometimes system may not accept. So please give some number, postal code 30 something in Hyderabad, country India 1. And here transportation zone is required. It's fine. You can just click on F4 and then choose any of these things. It's fine. Just take one. Now go to control data. This none of this is to be maintained. Payment transaction. This is as well not needed. We'll maintain whatever is needed. Otherwise, we'll move forward. For company code data, this is where we maintain recon account. So we'll see what recon account we have. Click on F4. So we have 2 recon accounts. So this is maintained for this one. Just click, and then payment transactions. Terms of payment, yeah, if you can maintain it here, it won't ask again. So it's always better to maintain it here, so that at the time of creating sales order, it won't ask you again about it. Payment methods, everything is fine. Now we will go to sales area. This is important as well. In sales area, we've created sales office and sales group. Since we've created them, we'll maintain here. We have created RAR3 and we have created sales group. We have created REX, I guess. Just press F4 to come here. Yeah, it is REX. So this is absolutely fine. In shipping, we'll see if there is any. This is not needed. Shipping conditions, yes, it is required fields, and so it is showing it like this. Press F4, Q standard, ST, and then material plant is RAR8, and then in billing document, here this is important. This is AAG for customer, and while creating the raw material, we given this as well. At that time as well, we gave 101. Here as well, we'll give 01. Domestic revenue. Based on these 2 settings, we maintain VKY settings. Now we have maintained every other setting. So yeah, you have to give 0. It's good, everything is fine. Click on save. Yeah. So customer 7 is created. Sorry, it is 8. Let us take this number as well. Now what we have done, we have created one material and we have created one customer. With this, we'll try to create a sales order. And then from the sales order, we will then go ahead with PGI and then VF01, that is invoice and the clearing. So that is what our present requirement is. So to do this, we need to maintain some settings at MM and also ST, which we are going to do it now. Okay, so now MM integration is done at OBYC, and then ST integration is done at VKOA. So now we'll be going to OBYC settings. OBYC. Please click on here. Here actually we'll be having 3 document keys, and they are GBSX, WRX, and then GBB. These are the document keys that we need. So we'll go to first BSX. We have to give our own chart of account. Our chart of account is RAR3. Please click here. We have to select this one, and then try saving this one. You have to give this valuation key. So I hope you remember we gave valuation key as 3100. So this is our raw material. This is our material, right? So if you come to here and RAR3, RAR8, our plant is RAR8. So valuation class, what have we maintained? We have maintained valuation class as 3100. So based on this valuation class only, GL accounts will trigger. So for this valuation class, we are going to give GL account as R stock. What is the GL account number for R stock? 3. So you have to maintain this one here. And then OBYC, once that is done, you have other key, that is WRX. Yeah, this is the one. For this as well, you have to give your chart of account, and then once here, you have to click on this one, and then save. You have to give 3100. You have to give your GRIR number here, 4. And then OBYC, you have to give GBB. You have to come to know GBB. This is for offsetting interest. Here is one. And then this is as part of integration. I have actually, what have I done? I have given these accounting keys. So what are these? This is for BSX. BSX is whenever whenever there is stock account coming, we are going here and maintaining settings. Means we have taken valuation class. Our valuation class is 3100. Whenever whenever this raw material trading goods is coming, then you have to debit the stock account, and whenever it is going, you have to credit the stock account. That is what we have maintained here. And in the same case, at WRX, we have maintained again 3100, and we have maintained as GRIR clearing. So whenever goods are coming, GRIR clearing account will debit, and whenever going, then GRIR will credit. So this automatically will done based on these keys. Here it is BSX, and in the same way, here in GBB, whenever stock is coming in any other special case, then this GBB will trigger, and that account will prompt for COGS account. So that is, those settings are what we have maintained at OBYC settings. Now that OBYC settings are complete, we'll now move ahead with VKOA settings. VKOA settings are for ST and the FI integration. Hello, Ravi. Hello.
Yeah, Arjuna.
Ravi, అర్థమవుతుందా? ఏదో బోరింగ్ గా అనిపిస్తుందా? ఇది కొంచెం చాలా కాంప్లికేటెడ్ ఉంటాయి. బట్
ఆర్ యు ఆన్ రికార్డింగ్ మోడ్? సారీ, రికార్డింగ్ మోడ్.
పర్లేదు. అంటే ఇది కట్ చేస్తాలే దీన్ని మధ్యలో పెట్టి. ఓకే.
ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ మాట్లాడదాం తర్వాత మళ్ళీ.
షూర్. ఓకే. బై. So VKOA settings. In VKOA, you have to come here, new entries. This is V, and this is KOFI. Chart of account is RAR3. Sales organization or sales organization is RAR3, and the account assignment group. What is our account assignment group? This is 01, and this is 01. Accounting is ERL. You have to give here revenue account. What is our revenue account? Revenue account, it will be here. So it is 3 lakhs. And provisional account is, we maintain deferred revenue account. So deferred revenue account is 1 lakh. Save this one. For maintaining the other account, you have to go to path. So SPRO. Sales and distribution. And this is the place, unbilled AR. So what we had to do, this is V, chart of account is RAR3. The recon account, what is our recon account? Our recon account is 2, and our unbilled AR account is 6. Save this one. Now with this ST steps, ST integration steps are as well completed. Now we'll try. We will we need to first purchase some goods, right? Once we have goods, we will then only be able to deliver to the customer. So in order to take goods, we go to the transaction key. I have already explained here earlier as well. That is MB1C. So once you come here, yeah, here you have to give movement type is 521 because we are directly taking it. And plant is certain. Correct. Enter. What material we need? We have taken this material here. Please give this material. Take material as 10. Storage location is RAR3. So these errors will come. We'll just be resolving them whenever when they come. So we are merging. Let us go there and see. Yeah, we haven't maintained anything. So it is giving this error. So let us maintain this one. Okay. See, we don't have the 0000 company code. For this company code, these limits are there. For us, we don't have. Some we don't have. We are maintaining them. Instead of taking this, instead of taking this, let us take our RA/RH company code itself. RA/RH. Yeah, this is what I've taken initially. If you don't have your company code, you can copy from any of the company code. doesn't matter. You'll just have to maintain VP settings. These settings you have to maintain. Now, after selecting all of them, you see there are so many keys, tolerance keys. See, for all these keys, you will have to maintain for your company code, which is RA R3. Now I have maintained for RA R8, which is the previous company code. Now you have to maintain them for your company code, and in order to do that, you'll just have to click on copy. So you will have to just enter your company code RA R3. Just that's it. I'll stop you at VP because that is where we have this challenge, right? So here, this is where we got this error, right? For tolerance key VP, I will show you this error. So maintain tolerance limits for the tolerance key VP. So for this VP tolerance key, we'll just have to maintain some rate, limit some 3%. Just maintain this some percentage here. That's it. If you don't maintain, it won't allow you. Now we have maintained everything. Save this. Now that these settings are as well maintained, this error shouldn't come. But we can expect some other errors if there are any. Okay. So it is not allowing. Let us come completely out of it and then try again. Show this location, RA3. Yeah, since everything is fine, try saving this. (49). Whenever you try to do anything with regard to material, this interval has to be maintained. So what you have to do, you will just have to go to FPN1 and maintain 49 number ranges. So whenever you are getting this error means it is working fine. So you will just now have to go to FPN1 and then what is your company code RA3. You will just come here and then add number ranges, give 49, 20, 20, and then 49, give any number which is not coinciding with any other thing. 49, yeah, this we give. So once you save, come out and then try again. See, document is posted. Means we have successfully able to purchase goods from the means whenever the document is posted, it means that all settings are completely done. So we'll now go to FB03 and see. This is a company code. And then go to document list instead. Company code, this is 2020. And then give posting date is today is 20. From take 19 to 20. See, we have this document. If you open this document, see, I hope you remember one document we posted through FB50. This one we posted through FB50, whereas this one, whenever we purchased goods, this entry is automatically triggered. What is the entry? I showed you in the entry screen itself. Where have I mentioned those things? Yes, here. So whenever you go for MB1C, then stock will come and COGS account will be created. The stock account debit and COGS account is credited. That means what? We have now this material of 10 quantity. If you now go to MMBE and you have to give your number. What is your material number? This is your material number. If you give your material number here and execute, see, we have 10 materials with us. MB5B. Yeah, I was explaining you earlier about this transaction coding. I think what transaction code did I give? I gave you some wrong transaction code. Let me see. MB5B. What did I use at the time? MB. Okay. M5B5 I give. But the transaction code is MB5B. So this is the transaction code that you have to use. So what you have to do, you have to give your material number here, company code and plant. Once you give, you will then see whatever is the quantity available here. Today is the date, right? 20. We have posted today. So it is telling that we have 10 goods. In the same way, what do I do? I'll take my previous number, that is this number. I'll show you what. For this company code is RA8. Plant is same. Now if you execute, company code, what is this? It exists for the selection company code, transfer location. Let me see if I've entered correctly. MB5B. RA, right, is company code. Plant is, okay, see, why is it not telling? Because for this plant, for this company code, we have deleted this as plan, and so it is not showing. Okay, that is fine. So here, what you can see is, but I've actually tried to show you two transaction code earlier. One transaction code is MM01. Here, you have to take this material and once you click on this one, once you go to accounting view, you plant. Okay. This plant is okay. Now it won't come because for this material we have deleted this as plant. Now we have to take our own only. Okay. Let us take our own company code. Okay, so what am I doing? I think I should go to MM03 and I'm going MM01. If you go here, MM01.
I think it's MM02, right?
MM02?
Yeah. For
MM02
changes,
is,
right?
yeah, right,
For
yeah, I
changes.
was, right, MM02 is for changes. I was going to MM02, but I should go to MM03 instead, and that is why it is showing error. Yeah, so
That
when
is
we
what
go
I'm,
to,
I'm saying, like MM01. Okay.
yeah, right, yeah. So here, if you can see, we have taken stock of 10 goods, right? And then the value of these goods is 1000, means 1000 into, sorry, 100 into 1000. If we don't maintain this, I showed you one setting set, MMBE transaction, MMBE. So once you come here, OMSY, OMSY, OMS2. Yeah, here Hava, and then select one. You have to give your allocation area area, right? So here, if you don't maintain these things, then you wouldn't get this one. So if you maintain these two, then only this value will be always up to date. If at all you do one delivery, it will then become 9 and it will then become 900. So in order to see real time, we should always maintain these two settings. These settings are very much important. Most of the people do avoid it, but there is some advantage, and the advantage is here. So now what we have done with this, we have created one material, and we have successfully been able to purchase one material as well. That means settings are completely done. Now we will see, we will run the complete SD cycle, that is O2C, order to cycle, and see if that is as well working well. And if it is working well, then our settings are set to be complete. So we'll try to do that. We'll try to do that now. So first one is VA01. Just have to go to VA01, give order type OR, and this URL, you know, sales organization, distribution channel, division. Click enter. Give here 8, customer number is 8, and then well, we'll see if we have maintained them correctly or not. It has system automatically has taken, yeah, if everything is correct, right? So 8. Right, what is the material now? Our material is, our customer is 807. So we give quality 1. Here pricing procedure error should come. Ideally, we'll see. Yeah, pricing procedure means we haven't maintained any pricing procedure. So whenever we come across this one, we'll just say to pricing procedure, and we have to maintain those settings. So in order to do that, we have to go to SPRO. And once you come here, these are maintained at sales and distribution. Sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing control, and this is where, yeah, this is where we maintain that pricing procedure. This is where we maintain pricing procedure. So of all the pricing procedure, we can take any one of them. We'll just be taking, for example, NPR1. This is what we'll take. We'll see what are the various control data that is maintained for this one. Let's go to control data. It means PR00 is for price, and then MWST for tax. And then for cost, we have VRS. Freight, we have, yeah, these many things we have for our pricing procedure, APPR1, RI. So we'll assign that to our company code. So assign pricing procedure, different pricing procedure, different pricing procedure, different pricing procedure, determination. Yeah, this is where we maintain. For area rate, we'll see what we have maintained for this one, APR1. So we'll maintain the same thing for our thing as well. So we'll just go to new entries. You have to give RAR, your sales organization is RAR3, your distribution channel is RX, your division is RX, your document, this one is, you always maintain A and B. A is whenever we have two things. One is sales order VA01 and V, that is for contract. So we have to maintain for both of them. And then here we maintain one. And pricing processor, this is the one that we maintain. Enter. And again, RA3. If at all you are creating a contracts, and if you are not going to go ahead with contracts, then you don't have to maintain this one. Other one is sufficient. You have to maintain here RX, V1, and the same thing. And if at all if you have wanted different pricing procedure, you can even do that. Save this one. This is saved. Now come back, try executing this again. So it is taking time, means it is working. Okay, so it is good, it is working. Now you have to maintain conditions. Prior to do that, we have to maintain schedule ends as well. So we'll see what we have maintained at schedule ends. Date is 30. Okay, we'll see. We'll come back here. We'll maintain pricing condition first. PR00. Give rate. Cost is 100, so you will be usually selling it for more than cost, right? Give 120. And this delivery date, you have to change. The system may take any time, but based on the requirement, you can change. You please give 20 day to day itself, so that you can deliver today itself and raise invoice as well on this. So once this is done, this same thing will come to schedule ends, but please check again as well in order to ensure. So 20, it has taken 20. So everything is done. Now go for incompletion log. You see if there are any additional things as well required. So these things are not maintained. We'll just be maintaining them in Codems. Yeah. In Codems, you know, from where are we getting the materials delivered? Payment terms. We have maintained this, but it is coming again. Yeah, we'll now do this one. Shipping point is maintained. Okay. Okay. So here, yeah, this is also needed. Shipping point. You give IR3, but it show through an error. So you have to maintain this shipping point. For this, you have to go to again settings. Well, I have given detailed explanation about these things in the document itself. Don't need to worry. If you have any challenges, you can come always back to this video and then this as well. So pricing procedure, I told you how to resolve this one. That is explained here in detail with the path as well. And again, once you've done this, now you will be coming for this one, shipping point. For this one, this is the path. I'll show it here as well. This will be there in logistics execution. Means logistics execution is you are sending goods out of your storage location, plant or ship, whatever we call. So for this, you have to go to shipping, basic shipping functions. So this is where you maintain this one. So assign shipping points. So here you have to maintain these things. So this one shipping conditions, and this one loading group and the plant. We have to maintain our settings similar to like this. Our shipping condition is, hope you remember, we gave standard ST. So this is what we've given. And for loading group, it is RAR3. Otherwise, you can just press F4, it will tell you. Loading group, I think we have taken as 001 for that. It is, we maintain, I'll show you loading group where we maintain this one. It is maintained in customer master data. If at all, if you don't recollect, you can go back here and then see. Let's see if I have, yeah. Okay. I have so many sessions open. Yeah, we'll use this one. So whenever you want to see customer master data, you have to go to XT03. So this is the one. Enter. Customer has been created. What have I taken? XT03 or anything else? XT03 you have to take. Yeah. Is it not? Okay. It is taking company code as RAR8. It is but for company code is RAR3. Shipping conditions we have taken 02. In the same way, we have taken 0001 as our loading group. I'll explain it to you but later stage. But for the time being, please continue with this 001. And then our plant is RAR3, RAR8, and then this as well. Please press F4. You see what comes. Our shipping point is RAR3. So we have to use shipping point RAR3. Once you do this, what are we doing here? For these condition types and these loading groups, whenever it is going from plant RAR3, it automatically picks shipping point as RAR3. So you don't have to maintain it, it will automatically trigger here if you see. So now we have to take source location as RAR3. You save this one now. It is saved. Yeah. So now this sales order is saved. Please take this number. Sales order. Sales order is this one. Now what we will do with this sales order, we'll then go ahead with PGA. This is sales order number. We'll see if we can directly go from here as well. We have opened too many sessions, so we'll try to close a few of them. Here 02. Yeah, this is the number. So we'll try now for PGA. Deliver. No schedule ends. Means so you have to maintain an date afterwards. So please try maintaining it for 21st. Now you have to click on this picking. Give quantity as one. And now click on this PGA. So VAX is not possible. So we'll just be going to GBB, and then my errors will continue to come, but you should be solving them. So now we will now go to OBVC settings. GBB, because it is telling GBB, right? So now go to GBB, your chart of account. We have given 0F, whereas it is asking for VAX. Let us try giving that VAX. Create again. Come back. PJ. '48 is not maintained. Let us maintain FPN1. It is 48. Try again. saved, delivery is saved. It means that these settings are as well are successful. So it's good that we've been finally able to deliver it. Now, once since the delivery is done, we'll now have to, we'll see delivery number first. This is the delivery. So what do we do after delivery? We will invoice. So this is the delivery. Now VF01. You have to just do this, then save. Which is fine. That is for GST. This is also fine. You'll just have to click on enter. See, document has been saved. Means this document is saved for invoice. Now we'll go to FB03 and see what are the various documents created for this one. RAR3 2020. We posting it today and tomorrow. See, these are the various documents created. This is for invoicing. It's good. See, revenue and co. That means customer account is debited and the sales revenue is credited. Which is good. We'll go to this document. We'll go to VF01. In fact, VF03. We'll just see the document. So this is the document flow. You can see the document flow of documents right from sales order. See, sales order, you have created this as sales order 20307. With this, you have done delivery. This is the number. Afterwards, what have you done? You have invoice. This is the initial invoice, and the accounting document that is created based on this invoice is this one. Now, this is the one. Now, if you go to FPL3N, you will then find how much ever you owe to your customers. FPL5N, in fact, FPL5N, yes. We'll go and see. So you have to give your customer number, that is 8. Whatever is the open items so far we have, we'll just give. We'll just go and see. See, there is this customer, Ravi and Co, and he has to pay you 120 rupees because we separated him one Ganesh item. So now what we had to do, we had to take cash from him, and in order to collect cash, we use transaction code F-28. We'll just go there, F-28. Document number, date, you can give any document here. Just take this document here itself. you have to give cash account, bank data. Since we don't have bank information, you can give cash account here, and then open 9 items. So you have to give trade receivables. What is it? Account for trade receivable? I think that is, let's see, you can keep it here. System is taking time. It is 2. It's taking time. Okay. This is 2, right? Yeah. So you have to, based on company code, that is, you have to select this one. This is the party from which you have to collect cash. How much cash is it? It is 120. So since this, you have to give value data as well. This is pure FI activity. Once here you have to give bank account number, and this is where you give customer number. Once you do this, you just have to process open items. Once you click on this process open items, it will show what are the things, what are the balances that you have to receive. It is telling that this 40 number ranges is missing. So what you have to do, you will just have to go to FPN1 and maintain this number ranges. FPN1, give RAR3 as your company code. So here 14 is a number, right? Yes, 14. Give 14. 2020 here. Yeah, it is here 14. Here also. Save. Coming back. Try again process open items. We'll see what the service. So it means that you have to maintain tolerance limits. So go to OBA3. OBA3. We'll see if we maintain for our company code. Our company code is RAR3. We haven't maintained this one. So now go to new entries. Your company code RAR3. Tolerance limits not ready to maintain. Just tell that RAR3 tolerance limits. Just give again 100, 3% again 100 and 3%. Save. Now we try this again. See, this item is selected, not S&D 0, means everything is taken. Try saving. See, document is posted, means you have taken cash as well from the customer Ravi. We'll just see this document. Display document. Cash is received. Now, if you go to Ravi and FPL5N, it will be 0. No line items. There is nothing pending from this customer. With this, what have we done? We have done the complete flow. Okay, again, I think there should be some option to refresh. Document fill, let us click on this again. This not cleared will clear now. Yes, see, that is as well cleared, means this document is as well cleared. Now the complete cycle, that is from order to cash, here cash is collected. Thus, order to cash cycle is order to cash cycle is completed. So yeah, that is about pretty much for today's session. It is pretty exhaustive session. We've got a couple of challenges. We've been able to solve them over a period of time. Yeah, this is how we maintain the complete structure, right from creating a company code to purchasing material and sending those goods to customer based on the sales order, and then post-goods issue, and then collecting cash back from the customer. This completes the whole scenario. This is said to be the complete configuration, and with this we can say that the system is ready and up for running. Thank you. So that is pretty much. Ravi.
Yeah, Jim.
Okay, complete.
Recordings. బంద్ చేసా రికార్డింగ్
బంద్ చేయలేదు. రికార్డింగ్ బంద్ చేస్తే ఏమైంది? రికార్డింగ్ బంద్ అయిపోయింది.
ఇంకా రన్ అవుతుంది, రికార్డింగ్ అవుతుంది
కదా. ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే.
ఇంత పెద్ద టాపిక్ తీసుకున్నాను, ఎడిట్ చేసే డిస్కషన్
మీటింగ్ ఎండ్ చేస్తా, అప్పుడు సేవ్ అవుతుంది. మనం కాల్ చేస్తాను.
యా ఓకే.